Okay, this is part 2 of the difference between Israeli and Israelite. If you have not watched part 1, go back and watch part 1. I will put the link for that video in the description box. All right?
Genesis 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Taras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. But these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families, in their nations.
Okay, so I may sound very different right now than earlier. Is because I had to make some corrections and changes to the end of the video. So I had to redo the whole thing. Okay, but anyway, I said I was going to talk about Ashkenaz, and here we are. Also, early in this video, you heard an audio clip reading from Genesis chapter 10. The descendants of Japheth. One of Gomer's sons is Ashkenaz. All right? And also, the Gentiles come from the line of Japheth. All right? It says here, Ashkenazi, Ashkenazis, Ashkenazim. Ashkenaz and Ashkenazi is the same thing. Listen to this definition. This is out of the dictionary again. A Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent. Again, a Jewish person of Central or Eastern European descent, traditionally speaking Yiddish. So that would mean they're a Jewish Gentile. All right. About 80% of Jewish people today are Ashkenazim. So 80% of the Jewish community, are Ashkenazi, right? And anyone can convert to Judaism, right? Okay, here we are in another dictionary. Ashkenazi, a member of the diasporic Jewish population that settled in the Central and Eastern Europe. Again, a member of the diasporic Jewish population that settled in Central and Eastern Europe. Let's go to the next page. It says here, the melody is an adaptation of a South German chant song in Ashkenazi synagogues during High Holy Days. Ashkenazi styles of cooking have influenced many other cuisines. So the top part is this definition I just gave you. It says origin. First recorded in 1830. So this is AD, not BCE. Is AD. All right. From post-biblical Hebrew Ashkenazim, plural of Ashkenazi, equivalent to Ashkenaz. Right. Indicated relationship or origin, Ashkenaz. I just said right earlier that Ashkenaz is the same as Ashkenazi. It just said it right there, indicating relationship or origin. This is the origin of Ashkenazi, is Ashkenaz. All right, so right here, I'm going to show you a picture of what they look like. I believe this is an older picture. And so, and this is a more newer picture. And I may throw another picture there for you to see. All right, so we're going to go to the blueletterbible.org. Here we are. So the Strongs, we're looking at the Strongs, and the number is HA13. All right.
Strong's H813. Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz.
All right, so let's go to show Strong's info. It says Ashkenaz of foreign origin, Ashkenaz, a Japheth, I think it says Japhethite, also his descendants. Now we already know that, right? So Ashkenaz is a descendant of Japheth. All right, let's go to show outline of biblical usage. Ashkenaz, a man as sprinkled, fire as scattered, a descendant of Japheth, a northern people, perhaps of Bithyannia. So I'm going to show you a picture in a minute of where that is located. I believe that's somewhere the top part of Turkey, but it says a northern people, so that they can be from any of that area where the Black Sea is. I'm going to show you in a minute. Let's look at the Chaldean lexicon. It says here, Ashkenaz, name of a region and a nation in northern Asia, sprung from the Crimeans, to be sought for near Armenia, unless this were a province of that country. So I'm going to show you a picture of where that where that area is of the Black Sea. Bithynia was an ancient region located in the northwestern part of Asia Minor, now part of the modern-day Turkey. It was situated along the southern coast of the Black Sea, bordered by the Sea of Marmara, Propontis to the west, and they named some other areas. Bithynia's geographical features included fertile plains, wooded mountains, and a coastline along the Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara. It was an important area for trade, agricultural, due to its location, natural resources. The region was also known for its strategic importance in military affairs. Let's go to the next page. Now, this is a map. I don't know if this map is 100% accurate, so take the maps with a grain of salt that I'm showing you. What I will say is that the Ashkenaz came from the areas of the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, and where you have the Caucasus Mountains. And so if you zoom in here, it says Bithyanni. That's the same area that we've been talking about, Bithynia. All right, it just doesn't have the A. Here's the next page. The Black Sea is a marginal Mediterranean sea lying between Europe and Asia, east of Balkans, south of the Eastern European plain. So here we go back to the Eastern European, Central European, right? That's where they're from. West of the Caucasus and north of the Anatolia, it is bounded by Bulgaria, Georgia, Romania, Russia, Turkey, and Ukraine. All right. I've heard Ukraine before. I've heard someone say that the Ashkenaz are from Ukraine. All right. Ukraine, Poland, so on and so forth. The Black Sea is supplied by major rivers, principally the Danube and the Dnieper and the Dniester. Consequently, while 6 countries have a coastline on the sea, its drainage basin includes parts of 24 countries in Europe. Now, here's another picture. You'll see a picture of a map. So you see the Black Sea, you see Turkey, and so that B area would be maybe the top of Turkey over to the left. But like I said, the general area, you have Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine is there, Russia, all that area there. All right. Okay, here's another map. You'll see the same thing, the Black Sea. You'll see Ukraine at the top. All right. And so if we go over, you'll see here the Greater Caucasus Mountains here. You have, remember, the Blue Letter Bible.org mentioned Armenia, Crimea. So you have the Armenia Highlands here too. All right. And like I always tell you guys, Do your own due diligence. Don't just take my word for it. When you research, you'll find even more information. Okay, so I'm in the video quickly talking about Benjamin Netanyahu. All right? Bibi Netanyahu, born October 21st, 1949, a year after the state of Israel was formed, right? Bibi Netanyahu is an Israeli politician. Let me say that again. Is an Israeli politician. So I shouldn't have to say anything after that because y'all get it. And diplomat who has served as the Prime Minister of Israel since 2022, having previously held the office from 1996 to 1999 and from 2009 to 2021. BBN is the longest serving prime minister in Israel's history, having served a total of over 17 years. So this is straight out of Wikipedia. I didn't say it. Wikipedia said it. Okay, now you know the difference between Israeli and Israelite. Let me make it more plain. Israelis descend from the line of Japheth. Israelites, or descendants of ancient Israelites, descend from the line of Shem. You need to know who is who when we're dealing with Bible prophecy. This is coming straight from Google. You can Google this. Benjamin Netanyahu family is predominantly Ashkenazi Jewish. His paternal grandfather was a prominent Zionist rabbi and fundraiser named Nathan Melakowski. That was the original name. And the family's name was later changed to Netanyahu. All right? So it wasn't always Netanyahu. It was Melakowski. Right? While his ancestry is primarily Ashkenazi, a DNA test reveals some Sephardic ancestry. So I guess he's got some Sephardic ancestry as well. You do your own due diligence and don't just take my word for it. If you're listening to this and you don't know Yahusha as your Savior, click the link in the description box. I tell you how to get saved. Have a good day.